at the festival sounds a horn calling the people again. Child of Barleycorn, newly summer-born, ripening like the grain.
The crops are cut, the horns are filled, methinks it's time to play. No work to do till second plant, today's Midsummer's Day. Welcome to Wednesday for the Pagan Perspective all. I'm your host Eric, and this week's topic, Midsummer's Day. This week we're talking about Midsummer. Now, Midsummer is one of my favorite holidays most of the time. The reason I like Midsummer is because you get out, you get to go and play out in the sun. Midsummer in the Norse belief is all about Suna. Suna is the sun goddess. Suna is the sun. There's a little bit of conflict as to the belief system as to whether or not Suna is the actual sun or if she carries a shield that is the sun in her chariot. We don't need to argue that today, because Midsummer is all about going outside and being playful and having a good time and enjoying the things that the sun brings us, warmth and bountiful harvest and, you know, good company. Now, one of the things that I find absolutely fantastic about Midsummer is usually when you can get your first crop of mead started to brew. Now, if you're a traditionalist, you can either wait 6 months and have your mead at midwinter or on winter solstice, or if you're like me, you'd like to wait at least a year and have it on the following Midsummer. You stick it in the fridge, you put it in nice cold storage, and by the time that Midsummer comes around, you have a fantastic home-brewed drink. Now, I'm not going to put any recipes on this video. I don't think you guys need that. It's a really involved process, and I do have a friend here in Salt Lake that actually brews mead more or less for me, so long as I'm willing to trade with him. One of the things that we like to do for Midsummer is normally we'll get together with the local troth and we'll actually have a bloat and sumbel together. Now, a bloat is honoring the gods and celebrating in that manner, and a sumbel is a circle where everybody gets around and they get their horns of mead and they honor the ancestors and each other and tell stories and make boasts. That's one of my favorite parts, is making boasts around a campfire. Midsummer is a big fire festival in the heathen tradition. A midsummer bonfire it's a big thing. If at all possible this year, I'd like to have a bonfire. I don't know if that's going to be possible. We're actually going to be at a family reunion the weekend we would normally celebrate Midsummer. We'll probably do a little bit at home. One of the things that you can do if you have lots of wide open space, if you live in a desert and you have a good dry, arid, no plant life area, is you can do burning sun wheels. Now, what that is you make sun wheels out of hay or other various flammable materials, and you light them on fire and roll them down a hill. Now, if this is going to be a fire hazard where you live, don't do it. Don't, by any means, light anything on fire if it's not going to be safe. But that is one of the things that I would like to experience at some point. I haven't had the opportunity to as of yet. But another one of the things that happens around this time of year is Burning Man. If you have the opportunity to go to that, I'd definitely check it out. I've never been myself, but I've heard really, really good things, and it doesn't sound like a bad idea. Some of the other things you can do for Midsummer is lighting the bonfire and, you know, making burnt offerings. Adding wood to a midsummer bonfire is supposed to be really, really good luck. If you desire something for the rest of the coming year or between now and midsummer, you can make wishes on straw poppets and throw those into a bonfire. That's also a a celebratory thing. One of the things that I've read about is that in the heathen and Norse traditions, Midsummer is one of those times where rune reading and divination is a big part of the celebration. Now, I am one of the utmost rune readers in my area from what I understand, so I'll probably be doing quite a bit of that over the Midsummer holiday. You know, that's just a few examples of what I plan to be doing for my Midsummer. But you guys, one of you guys, shoot me some information, tell me what you're doing for your Midsummer, and we can compare notes. Thank you everybody for watching, and until next time, Odin be with you.
Child of Polycon, newly summer-born, ripening like the grain. The child who told fruits ring to fall is off to find a wife, but Balak came to make his claim and swore to take his life.